Amakhosi rejected the appointments to the Ngonyama Trust Board, which were announced by the Minister of Agriculture, Land and Reform and Rural Development last week, the Honorable Toko Titizo. They resolved that I should continue as traditional Prime Minister to the Zulu monarch, because a nation, because I'm beginning to doubt whether it is not the time for me to step aside. Despite the complications I raised, they asked me not to step aside. 30 years ago, after generations of sacrifice, the last pieces of land that remained in our kingdom after our conquest and dispossession stood to be lost by default. Within the 1994 elections, all communal land in South Africa was said to be automatically transferred into the hands of the state. The land of the Zulu kingdom will no longer belong to the people or to the king, but to the government. And that government will be led by the very people who had denied our king a seat at the table during constitutional negotiations towards a democratic South Africa. I fought a long and uphill battle during negotiations, but I secured the recognition of the Zulu monarch in South Africa's constitution. I secured the recognition of the Zulu monarchy in the South African constitution, as well as a signed promise by the African National Congress and the National Party that matters of our monarch and the kingdom would be dealt with after the elections through international mediation. A promise that unfortunately was later broken. It was dishonored. But the matter of our land had not been part of the constitutional negotiation. It was not part of it. Thus I knew in my heart that the protection of our land needed to be dealt with urgently and in a way that could not be reversed. I therefore introduced the Kwazulu Ngonyama Trust Act and piloted it through the Kwazulu Legislative Assembly. During the last days, the Act placed all the land of the Zulu Kingdom, the bits and pieces that remain with His Majesty the King, as the sole trustee. The land will be administered by Amakhosi on behalf of the King, ensuring the security and material well-being of all our people. With the passing of the Ngonyama Trust Act, the land of the Zulu Kingdom remained in the hands of the Zulu nation, in other words, 1994. While all the other communal land across South Africa transferred automatically into the hands of the state.